Hi Flosstube, Cynthia here, the Intuitive Stitcher. It's Saturday. It is Flosstube number 13. The date is October 15th. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. And if you're a subscriber, I thank you as well. I always look at my subscriber count and it just thrills me. I don't have a lot, but that's fine. I just, like to see my subscriber count. So I'm very appreciative of those who have subscribed. And for those of you who are watching, I really do appreciate you watching my Flosstube. So I do have some Halloween things here that I will show you later on. And what I'm going to show you today are my WIPs, my works in progress from before 2020. So these are things that no one has seen yet. And the reason you're seeing them is because I was cleaning out my craft drawers and I'm organizing things. I want all of my project bags in one drawer. I want all of my WIPs that I'm working on now in one drawer. Old WIPs in one drawer. Things that I've purchased, patterns that I've purchased in another drawer. So I want to get that organized within the next week or two. And I thought, well, I'll have these out. I want to share them with you. So again, thank you for subscribing. If you like my video, hit the like button and please make comments. I do like to read comments about my video and the things that you like and maybe things that you don't like. So that's fine with me. So the first thing I want to show you is from the Steady Thread. It's called Merry Christmas. This, I think, is from 2020. And it was done in a few parts. If I'm remembering correctly, I do think it was a freebie. So if you're interested, go and take a look at it, because right now I think there's more there than just what I'm showing you. There's little ornaments that go on the bottom here. So I'm doing mine in green, and again, it's from the Steady Thread. I don't know, I have the color 699. I'm doing mine in green, and I did start it, and I'm sorry for these threads. Let me see if I can move them out of the way. The floss that I'm using is 699. It's green. So that's the start of the M. It is black work embroidery, and I do enjoy black work. So I have a few other colors that I want to use for the ornaments. I just chose colors. I chose a red also, which is number 321 DMC for some of the ornaments. And I have a blue that I think I want to use a blue, but I have 336, but I'll decide when I get to that point. So that is, again, the Steady Thread, Merry Christmas. You can go to the website. Her name is Claire Bradshaw, C-L-A-R-E, Bradshaw. It says 2020 on here, so I did look at this in 2020. So that's one thing that I'm working on. You'll be proud of me because I'm not unzipping and zipping. So, well, after 13 floss tubes, I'm getting the hang of this. I don't know. Okay, this I found in a magazine I've subscribed to. It's just Cross Stitch, and this is a Christmas Ornaments 2018 magazine. That's the picture of the pattern. I didn't get far on this. I really just kind of started it, I guess you could say, and then thought, I'm not doing this. But I'll pick it up again. This is where I got the M-E-R and the bird. And again, I'm not sure what kind. This is linen. I don't know what count it is, because back in the day, I never wrote down what I was using. I just used what I had or what I picked up from an LNS. There go my things. Excuse me, please. The other, and my chair, it's an old chair, and it has cracking sounds, so I apologize. The other one I picked up is also from Just Cross Stitch, August of 2020 magazine, called Bucket of Snowballs. The other one that I showed you was it's just called, I think it's just called Merry Christmas, My Christmas Song. That's what it is, My Christmas Song. That's my Christmas song. That's what it's called. This one is called Bucket of Snowballs. And I'll show you the picture. I thought it was cute. I'm not going to finish it that way because I'm not real good at finishing. When I look at old pieces that I finished, I'm amazed. And I thought, how did I do that? Because I've gotten away from that for years. So I know that I can do it again, but I'm not going to do it in a round like that. I'm going to just frame it. I'll frame it myself. This is the piece this is as far as I've gotten. And I put it on Blue Ada. So that's it'll be cute. And I want to finish it because this is something I can take wherever. I can take it to my granddaughters. When I'm at my granddaughters, I work on their piece, which is Mini Dark Waters, Heaven and Earth Design, because it's for them. So I always take that when I go there, work on that. But this is little. I think I'll start taking these little things and finish them. So that's cute. Like I said, that Blue Ada is something that I had. So I just pulled that out. And I'm using white. I think I'm using the BLANC, which is pronounced Blanc. Yeah, that's what I'm using for that one. If you're interested in any of these that I'm showing you, I have a lot here, so if I don't list them in the description box, make a comment or email me. My email will be in the description box, and let me know what piece you're interested in ordering or purchasing from your LNS or online, and I will tell you where I found it and where you could find it. The next one is again from Just Cross Stitch magazine, Christmas Ornaments 2018. Merry Stocking, it's called. And this is where I am. I'm sorry for the needle. Look at that. I gotta move that needle. That's terrible. I need to move the needle. I'll put it down here. So that's a cute piece too, and it's quick. And you might want to see the back. Not too bad. So that's what that is. Let me see if I can show. There we go. Okay, so that is that one. And I'm using white. Again, Blanc, B-L-A-N-C. I used that a lot back in the day. This is my next piece. It's called Wintertime by Ezia Easy I.A. Gladstone, New York Dreamer. And again, I'm using fabric that I had left over. This is not very far at all. The T, part of the N, So I do need to work on that as well. I want to work on these. I mean, I do have a lot of works in progress that I'm actually working on for WIP Go, which I love. But I do need to get some of these finished because I've had them for a few years. This next one I have, let's see. Don't know. So that's going to go back in here because I don't have anything in the bag. Oh, wait. That is this one. Wintertime. I just took that out of the bag, so there we go. I want to keep them in their bag so that I don't get confused. Doesn't take much to confuse me. The next thing I have, this was a free cross stitch chart by Fat Quarter Shop, Candy Heart chart. And this was, I believe, last year. I don't see the copyright, but I think it was last year. Copyright 2020, so time flies, right? Candy Heart chart, Fat Quarter Shop. So I just did these quick. I wanted something quick. So I did 2 of them. There's one in green. And I also did one in blues. So I might just frame these on a little hoop, like one of those smaller hoops. Maybe paint the hoop like the color, and then give them to my granddaughters because they'd be small. Would just take a tiny nail in their bedroom wall and they could hang it. So I might do that with these and get these finished. I could probably frame them in January and have them ready for Valentine's Day. So that's that. And I just pulled my own colors. I don't think that I used maybe I did use some of the called for, but I have yellow, I have greens, blues, I have pinks, purple. So I just pulled colors. Put that on the floor because some of the floss fell on the floor. So the next thing that I have is called Lizzie Kate Flip It Holidays with Charms. It's Valentine's chart. And there is a little charm that goes with it. It's a rose charm. I won't take it out. This is the piece. I'm sorry for that glare. That's terrible. I had to close my, my living room has a balcony. I live in an apartment, so I had to close the blinds because of the glare. That's Valentine, Lizzie Kate. And I do need to finish this too. I think I did this in like probably 2017, maybe 2016. This is really old. So I need to finish this. And it's not going to take a whole lot to finish. That's Lizzie Kate. Let's see if there's a copyright on here, which would be kind of embarrassing if it's older than 2018. I don't see copyright date. So I did choose linen for this one, and I am using called for. I had bought these one time for my floss holders. I don't know if any of you use these. Do you remember, or did you ever use these? Do you see? So I had bought them and then I wasn't crazy about them. So I belong to Embroidery Guild here, my local chapter, and there was a woman who really liked these, and I said to her, I really don't like them. And I didn't know why, I just didn't like them. So I gave her what I had, and I didn't even know I had these. So I'll keep them. I'm not gonna, I'll keep them. Now, this is a tea towel. Serendipity Designs, Carolyn's Meadow. So I pulled some of these flowers for the tea towel. And then I also went online and found cherries that I can also use. And this is the tea towel. It's pretty big. I'll fold it in half. So this is half of it. So it's a tea towel, and that's what I did. This has to be 5 years ago. That's what I have done so far. So I'm not sure. I don't want to do every square. So I'll probably skip. This is the end. I'll probably do one, and then one in the middle, and then one on the end. Yeah. And then I'll probably, when I do pick this up again, I think that I will go online again to see, check out like the freebie flowers. That's the back. It has to be somewhat neat because, well, I guess not. This is something that would not be used. It would be displayed. I wouldn't want anyone using it because, it's, you know, it's pretty. So that's that one. And then I have another one. I have another one. I need to get cracking. These really do need to be finished. Yeah. When I was I wasn't living at home. I was married. I would visit with my mom and dad, and their neighbor Pearl would get quilt patterns, but it was stamped cross stitch, and she made quilts. So I would visit with her, and I found that just fascinating, even though at that time, this was probably 30 years ago. I still found that to be fun, even though I did count a cross stitch. I'm 60, so that would have been like when I was 30. I was probably in my 20s. I'm 65. So that goes way back. So I used to go over to see what she was working on. And she said to me, you know, she knew that I did count cross stitch. She said, you should just try it and do it, make a quilt. So I went to where she goes to buy this. It's Busilla stamped cross stitch. And I bought it. And I have a lot to do, but I do have a lot done. look at that. I'm going to go back farther, and then I'm going to turn it this way. Goes all the way. I think I have most of the border done. And there's another flower. So that's just one piece of many. So I did do a little bit of that. I want to get a close-up. There's a close-up of a flower. And here's the bigger rose. So it's stamped. Will I ever get to quilt it? Like get it all finished and quilt it? I don't know. I'm 65 years old. Maybe if I was like 40, I could say, oh yeah, I can get that finished. But I don't know. So anyway, there is another one that I'm working on. Well, not working on now, but I was. That I like it much better because it's like purple colors. And I'd like that better. So that one I might finish, which is coming up next. I could not find the picture of this. So that means it's probably in a drawer, a craft drawer that I have not gone through yet, because this is from, my goodness, my granddaughter liked to stitch on here. It's stamped also. So she was probably about 4 and now she is 15. So that goes way back. I do have a picture. Isn't that, it just fell out of the middle. And you know how when you're looking for something and you're going through papers and papers and papers and it's not there? That's what I was doing. I was looking through all my patterns and I thought, I know I have this picture. And now all of a sudden out of the blue, here it comes. It's called Bluebell. I don't know. I'll let you, it's a golden edition. I'll just let you look because I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is it. That's the bottom of it. So I had my granddaughter helping me with this because I cut the fabric like that. That's the fabric. So I would work on it. She would work on it when she was little because it didn't matter to me if the stitches were, I didn't care if the blue showed when she was working on it. I didn't care. So she did some, I did some. I've got quite a few of these that are finished and quite a few that need to be done. But we'd work on a hoop. I would give her a hoop and so this one I really like. So I might pick that up again. And I used a light purple and a dark purple and the green. This is something that I would really like to complete and put on my bed. I want to keep the floss together. I'm using, I don't have the light purple. Well, you know what? It's probably inside the package somewhere, but I'm using a dark purple and a green. And then I have a light purple that's not in this bag, but I know it's somewhere. That's that one. I'm going to check my time because I don't want to go real long. 25 minutes. I'll show you this piece. It's called Liberty Homestead. This has got to be from a very long time ago. And this is where I am. So I have, I think I used, I'm going to take it apart. I really haven't looked at it. So this is it. All that has to be done like that. One, two, three, four, five, six. And then what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I also have I've not quilted in a very long time. I bought these for this and this and this. I think, I apologize if there was a glare that I had not even seen. Come up close. It's pretty. I'm not sure if I'll pick that up real soon, but it's a pretty piece. I have things that I've done with Embroidery Guild, but I think I'll show that to you next time. I'll have another Flosstube to show you the WIP Go pieces that I'm working on. So I want to show you the pieces that are in the back, and I'm going to turn my back, and I apologize. Oh, this is just something I bought probably at Michael's or Joann Fabric. I like it, so I bought it. I made this. This was also, and I couldn't find the pattern I looked today. I know I have it, but again, what drawer is it in? This was from the magazine, Just Cross Stitch, and so I made that. And I put, see, I can do this. I can finish pieces because I used to do it. And I did this last year, so I can finish pieces. So I came up with that. I have loads of buttons. And I just had this pretty sparkly black thread. Put one on top and one on the bottom. Black frame is probably something cheap, maybe even from the dollar store. So I have this hanging up now for Halloween. I think I did a pretty decent job. Now I'll show you the back. I kind of laced it. Kind of messy, but so that, I think it's called Boo, but I like the sparkly. And I'm going to put that back, and it's probably not going to be straight. I'm going to stand up, so I apologize. This is Pumpkins 3 by La Di Da. I did finish this last year. and I had it framed professionally. Come a little closer. Far away. I did mess up the border, but nobody's gonna know it, and it's fine. I'm okay with it. So I'm okay with it. It's even on the bottom, but I don't remember what I did that was wrong. But that's Pumpkins 3 La Di Da. I couldn't find it's framed professionally. I could not find the pattern, and I know I have it. So when I find it, if you want to know more information, email me or make a comment, and I'll there's a piece of hair on there. Make a comment and I'll find it and put it in the description box. Like I said, if I have a problem with that, just send me a message and I'll tell you exactly. I'm sorry for my back and I look a mess. I'm just wearing old clothes, so I apologize. This is I made 2 of these. Midnight's Crow. So you have to put the pattern on a light box. So I did. And I didn't like the way the first one turned out, so I did another one. I put the pattern on the light box again. And then I just started sewing, and I had this from Joann Fabrics. I got black felt, and I got this material because I thought it looked like the moon. It's kind of not glowy, but satiny looking. See that shine? That has a shine to it. And then at Michael's I got this the black twigs. So this is the border, the top border. This is the side, so I stitched it like that all the way down, and then I used the black felt and I stitched here with the cream color floss the buttons I had. That's the bottom, the buttons I had. So, and I made sure that they were all the same way because I'm not OCD, but I am that way. Coming over here, then I did the same thing up top. These were per directions. These I cut the felt, and there was I could trace it. You know, these pieces were all pretty much similar. Under the felt is I knew where to put them because that's where they go. And then I stitched all this back stitch. You can see some of the line there under the felt. Let me go back a bit. And everything this is done on linen. And those are my words. There's a close-up of that. Close-up of the side. So, I mean, the felt, it picks everything up. So, I just need to take a piece of tape. I'll show you the back. close up because that's what I did. So that's the back. It's a little messy. And then I wanted to hang it this way, so I put this ribbon on it and just tied it. So this was sewed on it. That I have to fix. That's wrong. And you can see that I did tie it. I sew it on the back. I just sewed it. You can't see it because it's black. So that's that. Witch's broom and pointed hat, midnight's crow and hissing cat. Cast this spell and you shall see the spookiest night on Hallows Eve. So, and then, like I said, I did another one on the light box, the pattern that I didn't like. And when I was working, I had shown my supervisor, and she said, "Oh, is that for me?" Because she loves Halloween too. And I said, "No." I said, "That's mine." And then I had pulled this out, and I remembered that I had another pattern that I had done with a light box. And I thought, you know what? Even though I'm gone from there 3 years, I'm going to make it for her. Because I had all the material left, you know, I had so much material. I still have material. I could probably make another one. All of a sudden, the light went dark. So, anyway, I made one for her, and she was thrilled with it. And I made hers the same way I made mine, because I still had some of the twigs and the ribbon. So she's very happy with that. So that's what I pulled out from things that are done and most of what has to be done. So I'm going to end it here because it's at 37 minutes. And if you have any questions, please make a comment or email me. That will be in the description box. And I'm thankful that you've joined me. It's now 1:10, and I go to the animal shelter on a Saturday afternoon just for an hour to clean up and things like that. So because tomorrow I'll be there in the morning for a total clean. But today I go in and just clean a bit for an hour or so. And so I do want to get over there. I'm sorry that this again has gone so long. Thank you for watching me. And I'll be back in probably 2 weeks to show you what I've been working on for the month of October. And again, thank you for joining me. And I hope that everyone has a good weekend and a great next week. Thank you. Bye.